Hey, what's up everybody? Project 619 again. This is my part 2 Arkham Knight discussion video, and there's a couple topics that I didn't talk about yesterday that I wanted to talk about today, and first one being Catwoman. Now, she was not present in Arkham Asylum, but she was in Arkham City, and as a playable character too. So that made me start to wonder, is she going to be an Arkham Knight? Because we haven't really seen anything about her. And if she is, I would actually love her to have this costume right here, her Selena Kyle one, or maybe something like it, you know. But it just makes me think, like, you know, what are they going to do with her? Because they introduced her in Arkham City, and then what, she's just not going to be in Arkham Knight? Because I feel like, in a way, she has to, because now that Talia's dead, you know, Catwoman's pretty much Bruce's only love option at this point. Because, you know, Damian Wayne's got to be born somehow, right? So, I'm just curious as to what they're going to do with her, because I really don't know. But I feel like she would be important to the story, maybe, because, you know, there's some guy trying to kill Batman, and she does love Batman, so why shouldn't she be there? You know, kind of, I guess, running interference, or maybe, you know, messing stuff up, or just trying to protect him, or, you know, help out as best as she can. But the one thing about that is her movement. The way she played in Arkham City was, you know, she had the whip, and she whipped across the buildings. But with Gotham City being a lot bigger, would it be the same, I guess, is my question. I don't know if it would be that easy to move around as her, because it'd take forever to get up some of the buildings because they're so big. That's one reason why I'm thinking she won't be in the game, or at playable. Maybe she'll be somewhere in the story, you know. She shows up and saves Bruce at some random point in the story, and you're just like, hey, you know, because I honestly didn't expect to see Robin, and then boom, he shows up. So, you know, we'll see what happens, I guess. The next thing I wanted to talk about was, I know we've already seen the collector's edition for Arkham Knight, both of them, but what about Game of the Year edition? Now, the reason I want to bring this up is because for Arkham Asylum's Game of the Year, we got to play as the Joker. That was the big thing. Arkham City's Game of the Year, we got Robin's story mode, and Nightwing and Robin playable in the challenge maps and all that. So, my thing is, I think there should be a Game of the Year edition, simply because, or at least a DLC that allows us to play as the Arkham Knight. Now, some of you are saying, why would we play as him? And it's just simple. If this is going to be Rocksteady's last Arkham game, this could be the only game we get to see the Arkham Knight in. Which, you know, the guy is just so freaking cool. I want to play as him, you know, and see some of his playstyles in a challenge map, or maybe his own little story DLC. I don't know, but I think they should do that, because if they're gonna create a new super cool villain, then and this is gonna be their last game, then I think we should be able to play as him. You know, we got to play as the Joker in Arkham Asylum in his challenge maps. He had a weird playstyle. It's kind of funny though. Robin's story, you know, Harley Quinn's revenge. And then Nightwing and Robin and Catwoman were all playable in Arkham City. So for Arkham Knight, we already know we're gonna play as Batman, of course, Red Hood, and Harley Quinn, and it's looking like Robin and Nightwing as well. So that's 5 characters already. So adding Catwoman to the mix would make 6. But if they were gonna do a bunch of challenge maps, that would work, and there would be a lot more trophies to earn and things like that. The Arkham Knight would just be like a special thing, maybe, because, you know, they created him, and this is the last game, so why shouldn't we get to play as him, I think. Also, Batgirl, or even Batwoman, will she make an appearance? I doubt it, but who knows, because we already know that Barbara Gordon is Oracle, you know, well, not just hearing over the mic, we get to see her in the game this time, because, you know, we got to talk to her in Arkham City, and I don't think we talked to her in Arkham Asylum. It was just Alfred, I believe. But Arkham City, we got to play it. If I said city before, I meant asylum, but yeah, I did say asylum. Never mind. Arkham City, we got to hear her, but now in Arkham Knight, we're gonna get to see her, and she has her own little base of operations. It's a little tower, which is pretty cool. But there's been, new Batgirls. There's I don't know all their names, but I know there's a new Batgirl. I know there's, Batwoman. So if this is gonna be the last Arkham game we're getting, why shouldn't we get the entire Bat family? You know what I mean? Like, why not? It would make a lot of sense to add all these people to the last game. You make it the biggest game possible. I mean, look at Batman versus Superman. There's already so many cameos, and superheroes going to be in this movie, and it's like, oh my gosh, are you going to keep adding people, or is that it? And I wish we had that feeling for Arkham Knight. Like, we need more people. You know what I mean? So as far as villains go, we know Two-Face, Penguin. I don't think we've seen Bane at all. So that's another thing I'm curious about is Bane. Is he gonna make an appearance? Because he's always trying to break Batman. So why shouldn't he show up, right? And we know Harley Quinn, and of course Red Hood. I'm sure is just gonna be whole vigilante. I don't think he's really gonna try and get in Batman's way at all. But I have a feeling during the story there will be a kind of a stare down maybe. Because everyone knows that Red Hood kills. That's his thing. He's not afraid to go where Batman, Nightwing, and Robin and nobody else will go. He will kill to get things done. And he's got the bat sign on his chest and on his back. So that might kind of piss Batman off a little bit if you think about it. Like, hey, you're bearing my my sign, and you're giving all of us a bad name. You know what I mean? I think that could happen in the story. It would be really, like, it would be a big conflict scene, which everybody would be on the edge of their seats, and it's kind of like, what's going to happen next? Is it going to be a boss fight, or is this just a stare down, and, something happens, and Batman's got to leave and says, oh, if I see you again and you still got that sign on, or if you're still killing, I will take you down. Red Hood just kind of, laughs about it and just leaves. Something like that. I don't know. But I'm still curious as to how Red Hood is going to play a part in the story, if he's going to be in the story at all, because Batman's going to have a lot on his plate already. Just with the Arkham Knight alone, he's, tough enough, and adding a bunch more villains is just going to be kind of interesting. But, Red Hood is... where did I go with that? Well, a lot of people still think that the Arkham Knight is Red Hood, and that Red Hood's story arc is like a prequel to the Arkham Knight, which in a way makes some kind of sense, but not a lot to me, just being opinion based. And also yesterday on my video I talked about how Movie Pilot's article said that that Amanda Waller created the Arkham Knight, as possible. But also, it came to my attention when I was talking to a friend last night about the Assault on Arkham movie, and how that was, a prequel to what happened in Arkham Asylum, and how Deadshot killed Amanda Waller. For me, there's also that kind of, like, I don't know moment to where, like, Deadshot did aim at her for quite some time, so I'm sure she'd had enough time to get away, maybe. Or, I mean, it's Amanda Waller, why wouldn't she have bulletproof windows? Even though it's just a regular office, still, it's Amanda Waller. And she might be dead, she might not, I don't know. But, because I don't think we've heard anything much really about her in the Arkham games. Maybe, but I just don't remember. Let me know in the comments if there was something, because I would like to remember that. But like I said yesterday, that was all just speculation. It's just a rumor. It's no confirmation. And this is just kind of me getting out my what I think about all of this stuff. Yeah, like with Bane though, where's he gonna play in for Arkham Knight in the story, if he's gonna be in it at all? Because he was a boss in Arkham Asylum, a side mission in Arkham City. Maybe he won't be in Arkham Knight at all. Who knows? But it's already weird enough not having the Joker, because the Joker's always been that one person that Batman, you know, can't seem to just beat. You know, he can stop him, but the Joker always gets back up, and it's just weird not having him in the game. You know what I mean? We know Ra's al Ghul is not dead, and that this whole Arkham thing was his plan. So I'm sure he's gonna come back in. Talia might not stay dead, I don't think. She could come back. Because we from the I keep saying a lot. Sorry about that. From the Red Hood movie, Batman Under the Red Hood, we know that Ra's brought Jason back, and that's what made him all crazy, you know, because it's just meant, the Lazarus Pit is meant to heal, but it's able to bring people back from the dead. So I'm thinking maybe Ra's might, you know, he'll miss his daughter, and you know, want her to be alive as his successor and whatever, and bring her back. But that could change things, and that brings me to my next point. Could the Arkham Knight be a woman? I know it sounds weird, really weird, in fact. But if you think about it, maybe. Batman thinks Talia is dead, blah, 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 and takes off, you know, the mask comes off, and it's Talia. Like, that would scar him for life, probably, for the rest of his life. But I don't think that's the case in this game. I'm just saying, what if? Because it'd be kind of weird, you know, because with the Arkham Knight's chest piece, it's very puffed out, so you can't tell if it's a woman's chest or whatever. And the Arkham Knight could be a guy or girl name. You know, like I said, this is just all speculation. I'm just throwing stuff out there, but it could work, maybe, if they decided to go with it's Talia. I think that'd be a big twist in the end. You're just like, mind blown, oh my gosh. But I doubt they did that, because we've heard the Arkham Knight speak. Then again, could be a voice disguiser, who knows. We'll see. Another thing I wanted to talk about was with the Red Hood. We know he kills, but in terms of killing in the Arkham games, we haven't really killed anyone. Of course, people have died in the game or been killed or whatever, but I'm wondering how he's gonna play. You know, like, are we just going to be able to just straight up shoot people in the head and they're dead, you know what I mean? Or is he going to use tranquilizer darts or what? I don't know. You know, we still don't know too much. But we saw those big, gigantic guns he's carrying, so I'm assuming we're probably going to be killing people, which it's whatever. You know, it's Red Hood. It wouldn't be Red Hood if we weren't killing, I guess. I don't know. And Harley Quinn. Harley's another one of those things I'm curious about, especially like her fight style. You know, of course she's going to use the bat, we know that, but what about the hammer? You know, I don't think we've seen. I think we might have seen it in one of the trailers, maybe, but I don't know exactly. Maybe I guess we'll see when the game comes out, if we get to use her hammer. It wouldn't be Harley without the hammer, so I'm sure we're going to see it. What else? I completely forget. I guess other enemies, you know, what could we see? You know, are we going to see Poison Ivy? Although I kind of sort of doubt it. I'm pretty sure she's probably still chilling somewhere in Arkham City, in that little building of hers. Also, I'm wondering, is Damian Wayne going to make an appearance? I mean, he could. I'm not sure if it would really make too much sense, but you know, he'd be a kid, of course. I mean, we are getting Batman's New 52 costumes, and you know, Damian's in the New 52, so maybe not. We'll see. Anyways, thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you all have a great day. Like, comment, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. Have a nice day, guys.